Our mission is to make a dramatic change in the way patients are going to think about cancer. Cancer is a terrible disease. What we do is we train the immune system to attack your own cancer. We convert the cancer into a vaccine, personalized for yourself. Cancer starts from your own tissue. As your cells divide, they can mutate. The mutations are caused generally by sunlight or by the environment or by smoking or chemicals. And when the immune system is unable to attack the cancer, it grows into a mass that you can see. But at the same time, the cancer is spreading through shedding of cells that go through the bloodstream. So cancer is a local disease where you can see the tumors on X-ray, but it's a disease that you can't see, where it spreads throughout your whole body. And you need a strategy to attack the cancer both at the site where you see it and throughout the body. And we do this by treating the tumors with our drug. Our drug is injected directly into the tumors. It kills the tumors in place. It converts the tumors to a personalized vaccine. And then the immune system becomes engaged, and the immune system seeks out and destroys the cancer in the rest of the body. We've developed a platform technology that can identify products against a multitude of solid cancers. And our first product, INT230-6, has shown extraordinary efficacy in animal models against cancer. I'll talk about that in a second. We were started in 2012. We're a private company, but we are sponsored by two UK AIM companies, Salvarex, which invested $2 million yesterday in the company, and Fast Forward Innovations. We were awarded a CREATA grant by the National Cancer Institute, for which we work closely with them. All the intellectual property, all our patents are owned solely by the company. And we have met now with the FDA and Health Canada, and we hope to be entering human trials later this year. We're well capitalized, we're funded, you can invest in us privately, but through those AIM companies that I mentioned, Salvarex and Fast Forward. I have 25 years of experience developing drugs. I've been the CEO of 2 public companies. I'm a chemical engineer, and I founded the company because I thought there was a better way to treat patients. I'm joined by Dr. Ian Walters, who's our Chief Medical Officer, who also happens to be investing in other companies through Salvarex as the CEO. He has experience in developing these kinds of drugs. He's worked at Bristol Myers Squibb, and he knows cancer immunotherapy. We also have a great scientific advisory board. We have 2 representatives from the National Cancer Institute on our board. The National Cancer Institute does not allow their scientists normally to be on a scientific advisory board for a private company. They did for us. Riccardo Lencioni is one of the pioneers in interventional radiology, interventional oncology. Mario Knoll out of Yale in the United States is one of the leading immunology cancer researchers in the country. And Doug Hanahan is a pioneer in the cancer field. He, along with Robert Weinberg, published a paper in 2000. It is the most cited paper in cancer research, and Doug has told us he has not seen data better than ours in his career. What we have is a technology whereby the drugs that are very potent, and we use commercially proven potent killing drugs, that when combined with these novel cell-penetrating enhancers and injected into the tumor can thoroughly saturate a tumor. Normally a drug will not go into the cancer cells unless it's pulled in. We diffuse the drugs in, and we can thoroughly kill a tumor in only a few days. The drug makes technology allows the drug to become soluble in water and fat. So if you think of a tumor as a honeycomb of a fat compartment, which is the cell membrane, with water compartments in between, you cannot drive drug into that tumor without a receptor. We can. We drive tumors into the cells in a simple way. Our drugs are easy to make. They're simply mixed together with the cell diffusion enhancer in a liquid formulation. It's a low-cost, easy-to-produce product. Let me show you some of the data that we have. You can see the size of the tumors that we're regressing in mice. And let me give you a little secret about cancer. When you hear cancer's been cured in a mouse, it's because they've used small tumors with big drug doses that won't scale up. We use big tumors. The animals are dead in 2 to 3 weeks if they're not treated. And with our technology, what we can do is we can treat those tumors, we can cure the animals, we can stop the metastases, we can kill the metastases, we use low doses, and there are very few side effects. We kill the cancer by hitting the cancer directly and sparing the body. These are some of the data that we've presented recently at some conferences. You can see in these animals, we start with very large tumors. One cycle of our drug, it can knock the tumors back. We cure 80% of the animals with this one cycle of drug. More cycles will cure more animals. You can see that the black lines are the tumor growth over time. The animals are dead very quickly without treatment. With our treatment, you can see the tumors go to zero. We can use even bigger tumors by just dosing a little bit more drug per tumor volume. These tumors, when they're gone, the immune system is engaged. We have data to show that. And when the immune system is engaged, we see something very exciting. We see that the animals, when they're re-inoculated with the cancer, either under the skin or in the bodies intravenously, they cannot get the cancer again. They are immune to the re-inoculation of the cancer. And this effect, we treat the animals again with cancer at the end of their life. No one has ever done this experiment where you've cured animals and re-inoculate them over stages of their lives, and they don't get the cancer. With no drug, they simply clear the tumors on their own. So we've shown that this drug can work in breast cancer, in colon cancer, in liver cancer, in pancreatic cancer, in mice. We've shown that we can inhibit the formation of metastases. We can treat the metastases by only injecting into the primary tumors. And what we've seen is some of these new immunotherapy drugs that Dr. Walters developed when he was at Bristol are very synergistic. So if you turn on the immune system in a strong way, we will steer that immune system to the proper place to attack the cancer. We are almost completed our development program. We have done all our method development, all our toxicology studies. We are in the process of scaling up the drug. We have engaged a number of clinical centers and are working with them to get the approvals necessary at those major academic hospitals to allow for the enrollment and recruitment of patients, hopefully by the end of this year. We're filing with the FDA and the Health Canada, hopefully in the third quarter of this year, so that they will give us the permission to start the studies that we hope will begin either at the end of this year or early right after the new year. So we have an experienced management team, a great scientific advisory board, a very low cash burn, and enough capital now to operate for over 2 years. We have a strong technology that has data in some of the most severe mouse cancer models ever generated. And ours is a physics problem. It's a diffusion problem. The cell of a mouse is the same as the cell of a human in terms of its composition of a cell membrane. We believe that this will translate well into humans. We have a large market. If you get pancreatic cancer in the UK, there's about 15,000 cases, 13,000 people will die. It's a very, very terrible disease, and almost nothing works because it's dense. We think we can hit that tumor, kill it, and get an immune response. We think we'll be in the clinic this year or early next year with a rapid time to proving this. FDA has told us we can start with a dose that will already kill a tumor, and when we dose escalate, we believe we'll be able to knock tumors back, kill those tumors, engage the immune system, and within a few months after starting, we should have data to show that effect. I think I have a couple of minutes, but I want to thank you. Our vision for the future of cancer is to treat tumors, kill the tumors, engage the immune system, low toxicity, no hair loss, no nausea, no vomiting, 4 or 5 doses, and we will be able to effectively extend life and benefit patients in a much greater way than typically done. Thank you.